Flag out back.
Used by South America.
Here we go.
We want to take you to a fascinating story out of the Pacific because these things are known as narco subs. They're semi-submersible vessels or boats used by South American cartels to smuggle drugs across international borders. And this week, a third narco sub was found in Solomon Islands in the space of just a year. The ABC Solomon Islands reporter, Chrisenrita Almanu-Leong, joins us now from Honiara. Chrissy, good morning. This is the third narco sub found. Do authorities know exactly what's going on here?
It certainly is, James. Narco subs are certainly not new. It's a vessel that's never seen or talked about before, at least in this part of the region. It's hard to spot with the naked eye as well and difficult to detect. But what's new here is where it's found. In Solomon Islands, as you mentioned, it's third discovery, and Solomon Islands being a 3-hour flight from Brisbane. So 3 discoveries within a year.
Where was that located?
Wait, look, bro. That's somewhere in the Pacific. She said it's 3 hours away from Brisbane, Australia. You know what I mean? A flight, that's a flight. You know what I mean? So that's some hours away from if you're going by boat, you know what I mean? But that's probably like a little hub.
Way down there.
That's like a little hub to where it ain't too many motherfucking Coast Guards or whatever authorities is in that water in that part of the Pacific. You feel me? That's why they unload that shit there, bro. 100%.
Wow. And if it's a half a B.
Half a B, bro.
A half a B upon arrival is the estimated value. And so think about this, bro. Listen, think about this. This shit caught me fucked up when I was hitting the medicine right now, and this shit fucked me up. I said, wow, these Carteses, and there's several of them, bro, that's the government down there.
Bro, you motherfucking right.
They fucking run everything. They got, listen, a trip is the half a B. You know how many motherfuckers it ain't nothing for them to be like, listen, your whole family or get on this goddamn narco
motherfucking boat. Oh, my mama, cold world, huh?
And they just sending loads, half a B worth at a time. They're racking the bread up. And what are they catching? Maybe 3 of them in this last year? Imagine how many. They got a whole sub schedule. Remember the bus? You ever go to the bus
schedule?
You
ain't no good.
You look at the bus schedule. Remember back in the days?
Oh, my mama, facts. The bus 5 run every 15 minutes.
No good. I'm just saying, bro.
Oh,
this
my
is how
mama.
much power and money they wield, bro. They wield some crazy power that the people are commodities, literally.
100%.
They're just like, boom, get in this goddamn.
You take your ass motherfucking east. You going from South America east. I guess or is that west? I don't know. Shit, please forgive me. But let's finish this shit off. Watch this shit, man.
Also, and that's worrying, not only for Australians, but due to the proximity, but also for Pacific Islanders. Yes, all 3 discoveries here had no cargo, no crew on board, and police here have said that they are still investigating all 3 discoveries, and it's still unclear whether these vessels drifted more than 10,000 kilometers from South America right to Solomon Islands, or was the transfer of the drugs closer to Solomon Islands. What's clear though, James, is that the global reach of drugs has spread across the region itself.
Yeah, you spoke to the fishermen that found this vessel. What did they tell you?
Yes, so Robinson and Martin Fugui, they grew up boating around their village of Fourau in Solomon Islands, Malita Province, but they've never seen anything like what they found, last Saturday. So they headed out to the...
Hey, first off, look how beautiful that background is. Solomon Islands, somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. She's in paradise. She got her motherfucking flower in her ear. She glowing like a motherfucker. She live and work in paradise, right? Now she said that she don't know if this motherfucker done floated 10,000 kilometers from South America and just happened to find its way this way, or did the shit get unloaded, okay? Now, look, there's a possibility to where they unloaded somewhere else, and this was a while ago, and this motherfucker just got found, because, you know what I mean, you be finding all types of boats that just happen when it storms and shit just make its way somewhere out. You got driftwood. You got all types of shit when storms happen, tsunamis that find its way from fucking Japan and come up on California shores when the tsunamis and shit like that happen. You know what I mean? So my thing is, they don't know if them motherfuckers got off on the Solomon Islands and unloaded it, or if it floated from 10,000 kilometers. Now that I'm on the lighter side of, they done unloaded that motherfucker somewhere. And she done said at the beginning of this motherfucker that it's 3 different times that they found these motherfuckers, right? So we brought up, when we first started talking about this shit, we brought up a diagram of the haul, right? So the crew, it's a crew of 3 usually, right? You got one man driving, you got another motherfucker doing what he's doing, and you got breast sleeping. But that's like a fucking a jailhouse 10 by 10 light type shit. Then you got room for the engines, and then everything else is maximized for the fucking haul, dog. 100%. Cold world.
I even seen these other models, right? Where they're in there pedaling, bro.
100%, bro.
Like, it's tough, bro.
Bro, one of the narcos.
It's a paddle boat sub, bro. Listen.
Bro, one of the subs I seen had the small ass fishing boats engines on it, but it had like 3 of them.
The one with the switch like this, with the handle.
And you got to go to South America to.
You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
They was in there with the little, and they had like 6 of them though.
That's some cold shit, bro. 100%. And you got to go halfway across. That she said 10,000 nautical miles. Are you? That's a month. That's a month worth of travel in 6 small ass engine boat engines you take on the river. Oh my mama. Cold world. Let's finish this shit up.
Market for supplies. The cousins then saw what they described as a strange object which was floating in the water. And at first they were scared as they'd never seen a vessel like this before. So they waited for over some time to make sure no one was on board before they actually decided, oh, look, it's safe now to check it out. So when they got closer, they noticed that the boat's engines were missing, but it still had its steering wheel and lots of empty water bottles. So a good portion of their Saturday was spent towing the vessel back to the village. It became the community buzz, but later they discovered some pipes for the fuel system, and inside that had Colombia 2024 written on it. So they didn't realize it at that time, but they had found a Narco sub, and Robinson is supporting his claim now of finders keepers, something along the line of, I found this thing, no one owns it, and so I'm the new owner.
Right, there you go. Now, as you said, we don't know whether this is because these vessels have been used in your part of the world, or whether they might have just drifted a really, really long way over months and months across the Pacific. But the ABC has been reporting about an increased presence of drugs and, of course, drug trafficking as well in a number of Pacific islands, places like Fiji, Tonga and Samoa. Are people worried in Solomon Islands that this could be an increasing thing?
Around the world, bro.
Look, absolutely. The Pacific itself is grappling with a growing drug problem. We've seen waves of arrests highlighting how cartels have been increasingly using largely unpoliced Pacific Islands as a transit point onto the more lucrative Australia and New Zealand markets, so what experts call the cash cows. So former drug traffickers have also revealed how they have exploited under-resourced border controls and isolated ports and airports in the Pacific. So yes, there are genuine concerns in Solomon Islands and across the Pacific as government leaders and authorities look to strengthen.
Hey, they know where to go, bro. They just said that shit is under not highly surveillance, bro. 100%. And she just said that the New Zealand, Australia, all the motherfucking Pacific Islands over there, bro, is the cash cow for the motherfucking going skiing.
You know, it's crazy how they didn't list like Guam, right? Because the military, or Hawaii,
100%.
even though they're all up in there too, for sure. But because these are the ones that are military presence too. The other joints, they're just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, but them is,
free for all.
It's Samoa. No, Fiji. One of them is under our. They're under our shit, like
under our joints.
Just like Guam.
You know
Guam
who's
is
not
under
anymore?
our shit.
You know who's not anymore? The PI, bro. The Filipinos.
Mm-hmm.
The Philippine Islands, bro. The PI is not anymore. When
Is
Trump
that right?
got in there the first time. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they still rock with the American shit, but you know what I'm saying? But as far as the trades and all that thing, they're Asian now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're making so right as of right now, our military presence in the Pacific is at an all-time high, just based on we got to start getting in position. Because like how you talked about Guam, it's another island right now where they're starting to build a runway and starting to set up shop because we need more military presence. And just instead of Guam, we need other shit because China's weapons can reach that far in the Pacific. 100% to them small islands in that bitch. 100%, bro. I've been going down that rabbit hole.
That's where they sending. That's where they sending the whole woo-wops too. With these subs.
100%, bro.
They sending them the long route. They're like nobody's. So imagine those people in there, bro. Like they could die on that trip, and then
100% they could die on that trip. Where are you shitting and
they might
pissing
even
at
show up
in that
dead,
motherfucker?
Bro. Like
you gotta go above water to go shit and piss. You know what I mean? You gotta go at nighttime because you don't want to be spotted. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers, they got the military, they got all types of radars and shit like that. You know what I mean? You don't want to shit and piss inside that motherfucker for a month straight. Huh?
I wonder how long them trips is, bro.
That motherfucker's a month. At least a month, dog. 3 weeks.
Man, you gotta hope you don't get attacked by like a giant squid. I've seen too many movies. You don't want to get hit with the Kraken, bro.
100%, bro. Oh my mama. Hey, it's some
cold. Is crazy.
Cold world. Man. Hey, but when you hitting for $500 million, every time that motherfucker touch down, bro, they like, look, fuck this.
Hold on, what was the other story? So when they were saying it's a finders keepers shit, was it
they was talking about the submarine, the motherfucker that found the submarine.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's like, I want this as mine now.
Oh my mama.
And he's like, this shit is tax free. Hey, look, but because I was gonna say, because he might have found some bread in there. What if it was a sub on the way back? With some bread. You know what I mean? Like, see, because